Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the H.O.E podcast. Welcome back to the H.O.E podcast. The H.O.E stands for honesty over everything. So don't come for me. Somebody still will. No, I'm just talking shit because at this point you guys know. Welcome back. I'm sorry that it's been like a month. I had recorded 2 episodes in one night. I gave you guys that, and so like I felt like I could just take a week off to kind of mentally like get my juices flowing again. And then 1 week turned into we about at 5 weeks almost. But you got to understand something. You got to understand this. I'm a creator, and all my creators will understand burnout. And if I have burnout, I'm not going to be able to create quality content. And if I can't create quality content, then you guys are going to bully me. And so here we are. And this is how much I'm really hoping, like, this is my first time recording from my laptop. And when I tested the mic, it sounded magnificent. And I hope that it continues. We are just at 111 because you guys know I always see the fucking angel numbers when I'm recording. And so I feel like it's going to be a good thing. But I feel like I constantly have to keep my fingers on like the mic. I really don't know. This fucking MacBook. Not the mic, the mouse. So I'm not going to even cap. I had just literally been recording for 16 minutes. Well, I started recording in the first 5 minutes. I accidentally cut off the recording. So I had to like start the episode again. But I just wasn't feeling it. Like I just feel like I was all over the place. And I mean, I know I'd be all over the place with you guys, but I was really all over the place. So I decided to re-record this episode again, even though we had just started recording it a few minutes ago. All right, so today we're going to talk about the wounded feminine energy, which is what's holding you back from being able to get to your divine feminine energy or your divine masculine. Because like I've said before, you have to have masculine and feminine energy no matter what you identify as. You have to have the light and dark to be able to reach your highest self and to be able to manifest and live the life you want and become the person you want. You have to have the duality of the light and the dark. And so I'm going to, damn it, Sage, you always do this. So I'm just going to go over just a little briefly, really quick again, because I'm not about to repeat myself too much, because if you forgot, you can go back and re-listen. Dark feminine energy is the energy that we are supposed to suppress, that we've always been told was wrong and that we're supposed to hide. It's our true self that helps make up the person we are. You have to have the light and the dark feminine to be able to be the divine feminine or masculine, as I've said. And it's basically the same thing with masculine. It's parts of yourself that you suppress, parts of yourself that you hide from society because they made you think it wasn't okay to be yourself when it fucking is okay. Because we're all going to die anyways, so you might as well live your life and be your motherfucking self. And I'm sorry if that sounded negative, but I was just being honest. I'm just being honest. Anyways, so, yeah, like I said, a lot of the guys who listened to my Dark Feminine Energy episode, they said that they fucked with it and that it was cool. Because I feel like y'all thought y'all got some tea. But in reality, it helped you because, like I said, if you want to find you a divine queen, you got to be able to be in your divine masculine. So listening to this shit about dark feminine energy can definitely help you. All my feminine energy episodes can help because, like I said, you could just take it and make it about masculine. And then there you go. Bada bing, bada bing. Okay. So, where were we when like I said, I'm re-recording because I'm kind of like over it. So the wounded feminine energy is when your authentic feminine essence is prevented from being fully expressed because of the wounds you carry from your past. And that can come from your family. So like however you were raised with religion or the culture, if your culture had it where women, because I know there are certain places that kind of make women be quiet and they can't speak up. So if you were raised like that and you're trying to learn how to break out of that, that could definitely be why you're kind of in your wounded feminine energy. Society, because motherfucking social media be fucking people up these days. making people think that shit's a certain way when it's not, because everything is not what it seems on the internet. You got shit making people insecure because they think all these people are living these crazy lives that they really aren't. They're just posting the good times. You got these women and girls that are getting insecure because they see all these BBL baddies and they think that their body has to look like that because society doesn't know what they want from women, really. So it'd be confusing. Relationships, if you were in toxic relationships that made you feel like your self-worth wasn't shit, if they constantly tried to make you feel insecure, if they were abusive, whether it be emotionally, physically, or mentally, that all can definitely take a toll on your life and make you have some wounded energy that you need healing. But that's why I'm here. I'm here to help. Like I said, I'm still not 100% where I want to be with it, but I'm definitely way better than I was at the beginning of the year with it. And y'all know I always got to go read my notes for a second. Typically, when you're in your wounded feminine or masculine, like I said, this is more wounded feminine energy because my content was geared towards women, but my analytics say that I'm like 50-something% men. So I'm trying to throw masculine in there. I'm kind of tired of saying it. So you guys just remember that y'all can apply this to your lives too. Oh, I got hair in my mouth. Okay. So typically when you're also in your wounded feminine, you feel deep inside that something is wrong. Like you're missing something and that life is not fulfilling. So I guess those were a couple of traits. So I might as well get into the traits of it right quick. And my traits, I'm not even going to cap. They're all over the place. So I got to kind of find them. Okay. So a sign that you're feminine or masculine, I know I said I wasn't going to say it, but I want to make it just a reminder to all the men that this can apply to them too, is that you feel a lack of direction or purpose. Like I said, you kind of feel like you're not fulfilling your life. You feel like you're not going where you want to be. You just don't feel happy with where you are. If you lack confidence, some of these I'm not really going to go into explaining because I feel like they're kind of self-explanatory, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong. So lack of confidence, no passion, getting played or taken advantage of, which was something that I've always used to struggle with because I didn't want to make people mad. I wanted everybody to fuck with me. I wanted the guys that I liked to like me. So I let motherfuckers play me. And I promise you, once you get in touch with your higher motherfucking self, you ain't gonna let nobody fucking play your ass. Because you're gonna realize, like I said, you're that bitch. And let me remind you guys, if this is your first time listening and you haven't listened to my Dark Feminine Energy episode where I say what the acronym for bitch is, it's babe in total control of herself. But sometimes I do say bitch to mean bitch, just so we're clear. But you guys will know the difference, and I will always explain the difference, maybe. Relying on others' opinions. Like I said, motherfuckers are gonna judge your fucking ass anyway, so live the fucking life you want, because motherfuckers whose opinions you are looking for answers from, looking on how to live your life, half of them ain't even fucking sure about them damn selves. So that's like the blind leading the blind, honestly. 3 fucking blind minds. Stop relying on other people's opinions, because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to live your life. You're the one that has to make the choices. So just do you, and I promise you'll feel so much better. Consumed by uncontrollable emotions. Anybody that knows me, but has known me for a long period of time in the past few years. Anybody that has worked with me in the past. No, more so like my early 20s to about not gonna cap January. Like, sorry, you guys. I technically have an audience person that's for the first time, and they're making me nervous. And Anyways, oh, thank you. Thank you. Now I'm gonna mess up because you said that. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, anybody that has known me for a long period of time, from back then to recently, knows that I had mad issues controlling my emotions. Matter of fact, that was a big part of why I went through the shit that I went through at the end of the year that I talked about, that made me so sad, was the lack of control with my emotions. And I realized that the way I handled things in that situation, especially the bigger part that became the catalyst of everything, was I could have controlled my emotions better. And that's honestly why I kind of stopped drinking, and I stopped drinking for 3 months, is because of the fact that when I fucking drink, I'm not even gonna fucking lie, I cannot control my emotions if I get fucking mad. I am just I'm not a good person. But no, like for real, like all honesty, like you gotta learn how to control your emotions, or it's always gonna control you, and it's always gonna fuck you up, and it's always gonna, if you let people um if you let people control you, and like anytime time somebody does something to you, you react to them, it's gonna fuck you up, my friend. Like even at work, like my old coworkers can tell you, I used to cuss a motherfucker out, like if they fucking disrespected me or said anything, and like it used to hold me back so much. It held me back from ever getting to be a server at one of my jobs, because they were like, "We're scared you're gonna cuss out a customer if we let you be on the floor." And I was like, that's a little bit dramatic. I only cuss out coworkers. Let's be fucking for real, okay? So like, yeah. Just control your emotions, you guys. And I guess I can get into, when I get into how to heal this part of yourself, I could say that. But a big part of, I'm not gonna cap on y'all, I don't even really meditate like I used to. But when I used to meditate twice a day for 15 minutes, I saw a big change in myself. Like I would go to Walmart and I'd get pissed off, and I used to always be pissed off at Walmart because people are fucking weird and extra at Walmart. But anyways, let's move on. Just make sure you learn how to control your emotions, y'all, because if you don't, shit's gonna be fucked up. Inability to hold relationships, or being in toxic relationships. We are what we are what we attract. Yeah, that's the right thing. So yeah, like if you attracting toxic ass relationships or toxic ass people, my friend, you might have a little bit of toxicity. That's right, how you say it, toxicity in you, right? And so once you heal yourself, you're going to find yourself manifesting better people, better friendships, better significant others, because you'll be able to control yourself. You'll know how to show up better. And when you show up better for yourself, better people show up for you. Struggle to be understood by others. If you feel like nobody ever understands you, then that's a trait of it. I'm gonna put some of that. I don't want to say that that's a victim mindset, but definitely having a victim mindset is a sign that you have some wounded energy. Let's just say energy, so I don't have to keep identifying that. While this is more about the feminine energy, that I'm talking to the masculine as well, because like I've said 1,000 times, but I wanted to get it through these men's head. You have to have the feminine and masculine energy no matter what you identify as. All right? I said it once, and that's the last time I'm gonna motherfucking say it. So the next episode, when I have to remind you guys again. Not good at communicating, which is something I used to be really bad at, and I've gotten better. I feel like that's really self-explanatory too. If you feel like you can't open up, if you feel like you can't express your emotions, if you feel like you can't say what's on your mind without being a dick, then that might be some senses that you got some work to do. All right, give me a second, y'all. I gotta try to go back and look at these other notes too. If you reject compliments, if you feel like you aren't worthy of receiving compliments or manifesting the life you want or having abundance, or if you feel like you aren't worthy of receiving motherfucking love. I feel like one day I'm just gonna count how many times I cuss or say any version of fuck, fucking, fucker, motherfucker. and see how many episodes, matter of fact, you guys should make a drinking game. Take a shot every time I cuss. And you're gonna be drunk as fuck in the first 5 minutes. But I can't not cuss. Okay. All right. Sorry. You got to know that you're worthy of receiving compliments and not reject them. So if you find yourself when somebody says, "Oh, I like your outfit," or "Oh, you look good in that," and you find yourself brushing it off. And I'm not going to lie, I'm good at taking compliments from a lot of people, but there's certain people that make me shy when I take compliments from them. So all right, okay. I think that I covered, hold on. Let me double check, you guys. There's 2 more actually I kind of want to say. 3 more. And then we'll move on to the please don't tell me to stop recording. Oh my god, I was about to fucking lose my motherfucking mind, y'all. You don't even understand. I was about to just give up. For tonight. Okay, so another one I want to say, because I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you guys, and I want to make an episode about this because my best friend told me that I should, is an unhealed relationship with your mom. I'm going to say this. I don't have a relationship with my mom. I haven't talked to her in like a year. She doesn't really try. And if my family members are listening to this, like I told you guys before, don't try to come at me for what I'm saying because you guys don't fucking know shit. I love you guys, but don't be fucking coming for me if you don't know shit, is all I'm gonna say, respectfully. Anyways, I don't have a really healed relationship with my mom. And like, so I will say that it's one of the things that I feel like to elevate to my fullest self where I want to be, I have to fucking work on. Like, and I'm still doing it. Like I said, I've accepted it. Have I fully healed from it? No. So I know a lot of girls out there who are like me, who their mom was their number one hater, was their first hater. We got to work on that shit because that definitely traits from situations from, what's the word I'm looking for? The shit we suppress from that definitely could be holding us back from being able to reach our highest self. You got to just learn to accept the relationship as it is. If she did you dirty, forgive her. I'm not saying let her back in your life, but I honestly, that's the other thing. You got to forgive people. No matter how bad they did you, no matter how bad they hurt you. I'm not saying let motherfuckers back into your life, and I feel like I've said that on another episode, but forgive, or like you literally ain't gonna be able to get nowhere. Like, and I kind of like how I don't fully explain shit. I'm just like, basically, it is what it is. I mean, that's what I say. Some shit's pretty simple. Like, you just gotta fucking forgive. What did Lauren say on the hills? It was my favorite thing that she said to Heidi. She goes, all I can do now is forgive and forget. She goes, I forgive you, but I also want to forget you. And that used to be my favorite fucking thing to say to people. Okay, anyways. The next one is feeling unsafe to express your sensuality, your sexuality, intimacy. My friends, as somebody who I really don't like to talk about what I used to do. But if you know what I used to did, you know. Like, that shit helped me to get so much more in touch with my sexuality and my sensuality. And people think that sensuality has to be all about sex, but it doesn't. Once you're in touch with your sensuality, you get in touch with your creativity. Like, the sacral chakra, which is where we do harness a lot of our sexual energy, is where we also harness our creative energy. And if that shit's not healed, then you can't create. You're not going to be comfortable with expressing your sexuality, your sensuality. And I feel like my sacral chakra is pretty lit because I'm pretty comfortable with all that shit. Like, I'm open to posting. The women that judge other women for being comfortable with their sexuality got some wounded feminine energy. And like, I'm not trying to be a bitch when I say this shit, but like, how are you going to be mad at somebody else for being comfortable with their sexual being? Mad weird, but y'all be weird anyways. Some of y'all. So yeah, cleanse your sacral chakra, heal that shit so that you can be comfortable expressing yourself sexually, sensually. You can get in touch with your creative energy so that you can have better intimacy with people. And then the last one that I wanted to, oh yeah. you see feminine as weak. You see feminine energy as weak. You don't like being talking about it. You don't like identifying with it. Like I said, we need our feminine and our masculine to be able to be in touch with our higher divine being. Your feminine side is going to be, like I said, like your light feminine is going to be more of your like your softer side, where you can, because if your man, for example, if your man doesn't have any feminine energy, then like if you come to him and you've had a bad day or you're sad and like you're crying, a dude that lacks any feminine energy, and like sidebar, y'all, feminine, I don't mean it has to be like you're wearing like lipstick or like fucking getting a fucking 30-inch bust down. I'm saying it's your softer side. For example, like I'm saying, if you come home from having a shitty ass day, some bullshit happened, and you just want to cry to your dude, like a dude that's not in touch with his feminine is just gonna be like, damn, bruh, that sucked. But a guy that is in touch with his feminine is gonna be able to talk to you, be able to comfort you, be able to empathize with you, sympathize with you, and help you to feel safe and comfortable. All right, so I feel like I got everything. Okay, and the last thing I want to say, and this is to the women, but also to the men, because like I said, it can go vice versa, or whatever you identify as. Like, if you've experienced a wounded masculine, or if you've experienced a wounded feminine in a relationship or any kind of relationship, dating, platonic, family, then you probably are going to have some wounded trauma that you need to heal from. All right, and so moving on to my more exciting part that I like to talk about is how to heal from this and shit you can do, self-care work that you can do to get better. Hold on, did I put it over here? Okay, so the first thing we got to do is shadow work, and that's where you are going to acknowledge and identify those wounds. Like I said, your shadow self is the part of ourselves that we suppress and try to hide, but we really have to be in touch with that shit. And I hope I'm still recording when I go back over here. Yeah, I am. Like, we really have to still be in touch with we have to be in 222 is up here right now. Y'all always know that 222 comes up on my time thing, or like angel numbers whenever I'm recording. So that makes me feel good, juju. And then I just saw 2233. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, our shadow self is the part of ourselves that we hide and we suppress. And it's where we kind of push down traumas. And it's something that we have to acknowledge to be able to elevate ourselves. Because when you get in touch with your shadow self and you do the shadow work, then you'll be able to realize how you react to certain things, why you act a certain way, why you do things a certain way, why you respond to certain things, why certain things are triggers for you, so that you can turn that shit around. Like I said 1,000 fucking times, we're alchemists and you can always turn that pain into motherfucking power. Okay. Practice self-care, which I'm kind of going over some self-care things you can do, but also in general, just practice the basic self-care. Take care of yourself. Fucking pamper yourself. Like, I'm not saying go out and pay for a massage if you can't. I'm not going to say do all that. Do the shit at home. Like, take a fucking relaxing spiritual bath. And if you're not into that shit, it doesn't have to be a spiritual bath. But if you just add some Epsom salt, some lavender, some eucalyptus, then there you go. You're fucking good. Just practice some self-care work, whether it be meditating. And like I said, meditating doesn't have to be where you sit there old school way with your legs crossed and though it does essentially help. Meditating can be whatever calms you, like whether it be creating, drawing, writing, singing, doing music, dancing, or shopping. Shopping's honestly a form of meditation to me. I'm not gonna lie, retail therapy. So yeah, make sure you're practicing self-care. But like I said, also self-care is healing. So everything I'm also gonna name is a part of self-care work. I can't understand my fucking handwriting. Give me a second, you guys. Protect your fucking energy. Like, protect yourself from bullshit situations, from bullshit ass people, from bullshit ass vibes. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. If it doesn't feel right, don't go. If they don't feel right, don't deal with them. Protect your fucking energy. I hardly fucking do anything anymore. I hang out with nobody no more because I protect my energy so much. Maybe I protect that shit too much sometimes, but I'd rather be too protected than fucked up again. So yeah, protect your energy. I'm sorry, y'all. You know that my handwriting be like shit, and I am set boundaries. Oh, we know that's my favorite. I got 2 episodes about setting boundaries, and I live for it every time I do it because I live to see motherfuckers' reaction. No, for real. But all jokes aside, set boundaries. You gotta set fucking boundaries because every time you don't and you gonna regret that shit later and be asked the fuck out and be mad at yourself. Like, why didn't I set the motherfucking boundaries? Learn to say no. Learn to tell people when they got you fucked up. Like, it doesn't make you a bad person. Like, there's ways to go about approaching people. Like I told you guys in part 2 of my thing, I was cool about how I set the boundaries with those motherfuckers at first, and then they had me fucked up in the end, so I kind of had to get out of character a little bit. But like stop. But no, learn how to set boundaries. Like, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. The people that fuck with you gonna still be there. The people that ain't there never fucked with your ass in the first place. They were there for what you could do for them. So fuck them. What is that? Oh, rediscover dark feminine energy, or dark masculine, divine feminine, whatever you want to look to rediscover. No, actually, really, you need to discover dark feminine energy because, like I said, that's the part of you that's going to be getting in touch with your shadow self, the part of you that makes you unapologetically. Yes, I said it without stammering. Unapologetically. That's going to make you not give a fuck. It's gonna make you become the person that you motherfucking want to be. Get in touch with dark feminine energy. And if you missed my dark feminine energy episode, it is 2 episodes, 2 or 3 episodes before this one. So go listen to that motherfucking shit. I think it's like 3 episodes before this, actually. Listen to podcasts, read books, get off the social shit sometimes. I find myself on the days when I get on there, I be on there mad fucking long. And I see the fucking energy it takes from me. But when I took the fucking 5 months off of the internet, that's when I actually got higher vibrations. I'm not gonna say always listen to podcasts. I'm not always gonna say fucking read. And I know that some people don't even like to do that shit, but find something that's not all about the news and war and fucking Krishan and Blueface and plastic surgery and all that shit. Just go find something that uplifts. Go touch grass, actually. Go do some fucking grounding. Go hug a tree. Go step outside and walk in grass for 5 minutes. Sand, whatever. Like, just do something that gets you away from all the toxic shit that our body takes in every motherfucking day of our lives. Seek support. There are people out there that give a fuck about you. Some people are fucked up, and most people really don't give a fuck about us, if I'll be honest with you guys. I'm just gonna be real. But, like, there are people that do care, and there were people that were there for me at my lowest point. Like, you know, like, if it wasn't for the homies, hi, you guys, I know some of y'all listen to my shit, that were there for me in December, January, and, like, the first few months of the year, then I don't know where I'd fucking be, honestly. So it's okay to reach out. And I'm not going to cap. I'm somebody who really struggles with asking for help. I'm somebody who really struggles with wanting to express when I'm at a low point. But I promise you, if you do it and you find that person that you feel safe with doing it with, it's worth it. And it's healing. And it takes time to, honestly, why is this shit turning red? Like, I've never recorded from my fucking laptop, so I don't know. You know what? We're just going to keep going, and if it stops, then I don't know. Okay, we're almost done, though, y'all. Heal your inner child. Like I said, that kind of goes with shadow work, too. Going back and finding the parts of yourself that were hurt as a child. Looking back, kind of, and doing the shit that you wanted to do as a kid that you didn't do, that would make the motherfucking 7-year-old you be like, damn, that motherfucker is dope and I want to be them when I grow up type shit. Unlearn. Oh, okay. I understand that now. It takes me a minute, but I eventually understand my handwriting. It says unlearn generational patterns. So, like I said, that kind of goes with if you were raised, like I was raised fucking, no disrespect to anybody that's Christian. I was raised Christian. I know a lot of people that were. I knew it was gonna do that, y'all. I don't like recording from my laptop. It stopped me at 30 minutes. But like, where was I? Like I said, I was raised Christian. I know people that were raised Jehovah's Witness. I know people that were raised all kinds of shit. That when they kind of went with what they wanted and the path they believed, they felt so much better because like I said, there's no disrespect to religion, but I feel like it can be kind of what's the word? It can weigh you down. I don't really know if that's what I'm looking for, but like it I'm not trying to offend nobody, but like I said, my shit's called the honesty over everything. So if you're mad, be mad. Like if y'all on my podcast, more than likely you follow my page, so you know I'm a witch. But that don't mean we don't believe in a higher power. But anyways, we're not here to talk about religion. I'm just saying, just matter of fact, I'm not even gonna get on the topic of religion because I don't feel like dealing with that. Anyways, unlearn generational patterns. If it's whether it be religious, whether it be cultural, whether it be just the way your family taught you to think about yourself or think about things, unlearn that shit because that shit ain't fucking helping you. For example, I'll give you an example. I have talked about this on my body shaming double standard episode about dealing with body dysmorphia. While I know that overall my body looks good, I've struggled with gaining weight and I've always had an issue with it because somebody in my life, and like I said, we ain't gonna name names, somebody that I struggled with, I had a piece of hair in my mouth. Somebody that was supposed to kind of be somebody that I looked up to, or not necessarily looked up to, but they reminded me of that I was beautiful and, you know, uplift me and shit, constantly told me that I was mad fucking skinny all the fucking time. Like, even when I came to like live with them, when they knew I had just went through some shit of being homeless, staying in a fucking hotel for a month, I wasn't eating like that because I was stressed, and they like constantly like, you need to eat, you're too skinny this, you're too skinny that, and like, so that's some shit that I've had to really work on unlearning. And like I said, I'm pretty good for the most part about my body most days, but I'm still fucking human. So I do have my days where I feel too fucking skinny and too fucking small. And I really had to, I just saw 222 again. I love when I see the angel numbers on the timer, y'all. So yeah, just unlearn fucking generational patterns. Unlearn the way people have made you think. Unlearn from all the fucking abuse that you went through. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. I'm not saying forget it. I'm just saying just heal from it. Like I've said 1,000 times, turn that pain into power. Take all that shit and don't let it define you. Define it. Is that the right thing? I don't know, but y'all get what I'm saying. Anyways, let's move on. I already said forgive, explore, learn to accept. All right, rest. It's okay to fucking rest. We all gotta take a mental fucking day. We're all gonna go fucking crazy. I remember after I worked the President's Cup, I had worked 60 something. I clocked out at 25 hours overtime. So I worked 65 hours in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I worked 65 hours in like 6 days. Early, long days. And the day after, I felt like that following Monday after the event was over, I felt like I had to get up and do shit. It's okay to let your motherfucking self rest. We all have to rest. I be really hard on myself sometimes, feeling like I'm not doing enough, but sometimes you're doing just enough by fucking letting your body rest. Because like I said, I had to take a month off of this because I would have been forcing myself to record, and no, don't update now. What the fuck? Hold on. Sorry. We'll make that shit at like 7:14 a.m. Watch my. Okay, my bad, y'all. I'm sorry. My phone be on some bullshit sometimes. Okay. Now where were we? Oh yeah, rest. Just make sure you rest, you guys. Take a mental day. It's okay to. And I used to fucking work 7 days a week when I was younger at jobs, and then I had to tell my managers, even y'all get 2 days off a fucking week. How come I can't have one? And they started giving me one. I should have reported their asses, but I didn't because they gave me free food. All right, let me see. Let's make sure that did I go over everything on how to heal? Cultivate self-validation and self-compassion. Be compassionate with yourself. We all be, oh, my stomach growling. I gotta go eat. Be compassionate. Give yourself compassion. We be hard on ourselves, bro. The world's already mad fucking hard. Like, show yourself some compassion. Show yourself some love. Show yourself some gratitude. Because gratitude is the only way. Be grateful. Be happy. Love yourself. I'm laughing at you. All right. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I think we went over everything for the most part. I basically said when I was talking about rejecting compliments, learn to accept love. Learn to accept love. Learn to be open to love. Learn to know that you're worthy of love and love will come to you. Simple as that. It's not really. It takes a lot of healing. I'm not going to lie. Healing ain't easy, but it's worth it. I ain't even going to sit here and bullshit you guys. That shit ain't easy. But it's fucking worth it. So I'm done because I'm hungry and I feel like I covered a lot. And the next episode with Dark Feminine Energy will be about, I guess I don't know yet. I'll let y'all know. Because that's probably not coming for a while because that takes me a lot of work to work on these episodes. All right, so before we go, you know that we always give a shadow work question and 3 affirmations when we do the Dark Feminine Energy episodes. So I guess we'll start with the shadow work question first today because we started with the affirmations last time. So the shadow work question that you could think about is, what negative beliefs or self-talk do you have about yourself? And how can you transform this inner critic into a supportive ally? Something to think about, motherfuckers. All right, and the three affirmations are, I trust my intuition and inner wisdom to guide me. My shadow self is a vital part of being, and I honor and accept it. And the third is, I am not defined by my past mistakes and trauma, but by my ability to heal and grow. Period. All right, guys. Well, that is it. I'm done. Please don't fucking hate me for taking a month to come back. I'm not going to cap and say that it's not going to ever happen again because it probably might. But like I said, if you want to be a guest on the show, please hit me up and let me know. And don't be talking about no bullshit because I told you somebody wrote me and said they wanted to talk about something that was hella anti-LGBTQ. And I'm sorry, I've been an ally since I was a child. We're not going to have none of that shit on there. My shit's about honesty and my shit's about self-expression. My shit's about, is in the First Amendment, freedom of speech. I want you guys to be able to talk about that shit. But we're not going to bring no fucking hate shit to my shit. Because if you come on here with that bullshit, then I'm going to have to be honest with you over everything. Anyway, so thank you for listening to the Hope Podcast, the Honesty Over Everything podcast. Make sure you're following me on social media. My personal Instagram is at @UlaAlexi. That's OOOLA_LEXII. And my podcast is at the H.O.E podcast. Tell your friends. Get my fucking shit up so I can get monetized. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh, now I'm not gonna listen to her because I don't want that bitch to get monetized. But I'm still going to. But anyways, share it. I'll be back. If you have any ideas for episodes, give them to me because I'm kind of running low right now. That's kind of why I haven't been here. Follow my shit. Like my shit. Be dope as shit. And good fucking night. And oh my god, y'all always end up posting my episode on fucking Friday. But you know, that's Venus Day, so maybe that's the day I should post, even though that kind of fucking sucks with algorithm. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I always do this. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for all the positive feedback you guys always give me and let me know that y'all fuck with it because I was so hesitant to start this shit. But I'm gonna go because I'm rambling again. Okay, bye.